Ben House said there was a disappointment in the dressing room. Is that how you feel after that second half or not?
Yeah, I think when you did well. I think everyone could see the first half. I thought we were electric. The lads were fantastic, and then the second half is a tough half to take, and it's probably the old cliche of a game of two halves. But when you're 2-0 up, you want to be able to manage and see games out. It's such a tough place to come. Who are flying high. I think they've not lost here in 6, 8 or something like that. But I thought we were magnificent first half. So there's disappointment, but I think it's one of them when you wake up in the morning. It's a good point on the road, and it just feels like we can't get points into wins at the minute. But I think in the morning it'll probably feel like a good point where teams aren't getting points against this group. But I thought first half we were electric.
Yeah, how refreshing was it to see your side play in that manner?
Yeah, I think so, and I think that's what it needs to look like. And we keep saying it. And, I don't think we're just putting enough of those. We've done 45 minutes. If you get 65 minutes of that, you've probably done enough to win the game. And it's even I thought first half we could have scored again. 3-0 game's gone, done. I say to the lads at 3-0, not many teams come back from that statistically, but. I thought we were fantastic first. I thought we had everything. We managed the game well. We moved the balls crisp. We had some zip in it. We had the stretch. We had Pick getting in behind. They looked all over the place. And then reality is sometimes when a team comes out and they've not been bad, they start throwing the dice. So their whites and halves are rolling, going higher, and they just rolled the dice second half. And we just needed to manage moments a lot better. I thought there was a couple of times it went corner, free kick, and we just didn't manage that the gamesmanship in that. I'm still trying to teach them this part of the game. That's sometimes we're too honest. We give the ball back. I'll be honest, the referees dropped a ball and then let them play on the edge of the area. It's little things, but we need to learn how to manage that away from home, especially in these tough places.
You would have expected an onslaught from them in that second half, but was it difficult the fact that they scored so early on?
Yeah, we said let's make sure we give them absolutely nothing for 15 minutes, and for the first 2 minutes I think we were in their half. We could have got a corner, we could have got another set piece, we could have just try and quieten the crowd down for 15 minutes. That was our ambition, but because they score so early on, it then does become a little bit jittery, nervy, and we can't quite find our passes, and we just got to keep moving, keep learning, because the first half I thought we were great, and I think that's the reality. If you put 75 minutes of that together, because you're never going to have 90, but if you put 75 minutes of that together every week, we'll be fine.
There was a lot of discussion with the fourth official after the second goal. What was the feeling from you? Was there something you wasn't happy with?
I thought it was poor. I thought, I don't know if that's the law, the rule, whatever, but we're defending our box. I think it's hit him. He's then dropped it to their player and then got in the way of Ethan Hamilton. So he's actually blocked Ethan Hamilton to get into the ball. And I know there's 2 more passes or 3 more passes, but at least stop the game rather than just dropping it. I think it's a poor restart in the game, and he's just dropped the ball to their kid and then get in the way. At least get out of the way of the defensive player when she dropped the ball. So, but again, little things that just comes from pressure. Little things come from pressure, but you don't need the ref helping them out, do you, in that situation?
When it comes to that kind of game management, that know-how, again, it's all about the experience, especially with some of those younger players you had out there today. Yeah,
it's definitely. I think it's game management's not always about an individual. It's about a group and everybody being on the same page of what you're trying to do in game management. And I think it's sometimes we want to keep it and we don't need to. We need to get on the pitch a little bit. Sometimes we want to get on the pitch, but we try and keep it. It's like being on the same page. I don't think we've quite got on the same page yet. That's what we're trying to find, so that we can manage games a little bit better. But what was really pleasing, 2 open play goals today that I thought were fantastic. I thought the 2 young lads up front were electric in getting in behind and holding play. And I'm really pleased. I think the first half looked like us, and the second half we just didn't weather the first 15 minutes well enough, and they scored early. And then we're trying to just probably in the end hang on a little bit. But even at the end we could have put the ball in the box and we probably didn't do it, or hit a diag in behind and get another corner. It's just little things, really, really small details that we need to keep improving on.
And I guess that you feel, like you said a bit earlier on, it's one of those that at the moment probably feels deflating, but when you reflect on it, when you wake up in the morning, it will feel like a positive.
Yeah, I said I'm gutted for them, because first half I thought, again, they were great, and the first half I thought and get 2-0 up, you want to see this game out, you want to get 3 points, and like I say, we're too many draws at the minute and we've not turned in. The lads are desperate for 3 points, like we all are, and that's the disappointment. But I think when you again wake up in the morning, you've come to Huddersfield, who are pushing this league no down, one of the big favourites, and we've dominated them, really dominated them first half. You think there's loads of stuff to keep building on, and we're still in touching distance and we're still pushing. We're going through a spell where we're not getting the wins and we're getting too many draws, but it'll come.